Hey guys, we're going to make a bathtub and you're going to need this tinfoil paper. I would say about the size of a letter paper, a letter size paper, just like the printing paper you have. And in this, you are going to make a bathtub like that. This is an example of what we're going to make. But first, I need you to have this before our class. And you can have different shapes. You can have a round shape, a circle, or you can have an oval, or you can have a rectangle. So whatever shape you want. But the shape has to be not bigger than your palm. We don't want to make a really big bathtub. It's not going to work with clay if you have a huge bathtub. So I would say in the middle of the paper, draw a shape that you want. I'm going to make an oval. So about this size. Okay, let me check if it's bigger than my palm or smaller. I have a bigger hand than you do, so this is going to be a little bit big. I don't want that, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. The smaller, the better. You can practice on this. We have a little bit of issue when we're making these, and you need to ask your parents to help, okay? So this is the trick. I am going to not use the big shape. I'm going to use a small shape. This is going to be my size. I'm going to make an oval bathtub. So I don't want that shape, and I want you to put your finger right on the line, okay? And then your other finger, I want you to create a wall like this. They look like this. They're both standing up, okay? So your finger goes down and your other finger goes up. So see, I'm creating a wall. This is what a wall looks like. And this is going to be too long, right? So I'm going to fold this down, because I don't really want a really gigantic wall, a really tall wall. I want something to be kind of short. And we're trying to figure out how high our wall is going to be. So you can fold it down if you need to, and keep it straight, okay? I have a lot of issues with some kids when they couldn't keep it straight. They were going like this. You don't want your walls to go slanted. It's gonna go down. So keep it straight. Keep it straight. And then you're going to crumble. So I didn't really crumble, but I will starting to crumble. And you're going to put your finger here. You're going to go along this line. Remember, this is the line we drew. So go around and then press your other hand against your other finger so it looks like this. Every time you do it, it looks like this, okay? And you're going to put it straight up. And then you're going to turn your finger and you're going to go like this again. And you're going to crush this. I know you can't really see it that well, but every time you turn, crush it. This is tinfoil. Don't worry if it feels weird. Once you go around, you see how I'm creating a wall, right? And it's not caving in. If it's tilting it in, like, make it straight. So this is too high. I'm going to fold this down towards outside, okay? Away from you. So I'm going to fold it away from me. I'm going to check my shape with my finger. And then I'm going to do this again. Going outward, away from you. And then crush, 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 crush. So I have nice walls along my lines. So I'm coming here and I'm pressing my finger here, and then I'm going to go up. I'm going to create a wall, right? So I need to put my finger right against where I'm at. Remember the clamping. You're going to do this. And the wall should be high. It's not going like that. It's not going like this. It should be straight up. So, and every time when you have a high part, fold it down, squish it, fold it down, squish it. You might need your parents' help, so don't be afraid to ask them for help, or your siblings. Okay, so over here it gets tricky and trickier. I'm starting to close this up. I'm doing this. I'm doing the clamping thing again. Clamp, 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 okay? And if you have a rectangle, you're going to do it with sharp edge. But I don't have a rectangle. I have an oval. So I'm still doing this, and I'm gonna fold my paper this way. I'm going to away from you, okay? Always go away from you. Gonna go away from me. Like, this is not even, which is okay. We'll fix it. Right now you need to make sure this is not going to look like a bowl, okay? I want this to look more like this. Very sturdy, edgy, and you can make it look like a bathtub. So this is like kind of like a bowl where you eat your rice. We don't want that. Okay, so again, I'm putting my finger here. I'm holding it like this. Clamp up, up, straight up. And then I'm going this straight up, straight up, straight up. I know mine's going like fumbly wombly, but you could like make it go down like this, and go down like that, and go down like this. Like that. Okay. So just check your work and make sure they're all nice and tight. If you couldn't make it the same height, you could use a scissor. Okay, you could use a scissor and cut the excess down. You can also do that. We can have, this is really hard. I don't know, like do this. Or you could ask your parents to help you. But this will give you a really clean edge. And don't be careful around it after you cut it. And leave all these crumbs together. Gather them together, and you can throw these away, okay? Some dogs will eat these. Well, I mean, my cat was eating that. So we don't want them to go into the emergency hospital just because you have things lying around. Okay, so I cut the edge so it's nice and clean. I smoosh this against the wall, against my wall, so it's all nice and tucked. And then I am checking to see if I have stuff like that. Like we don't want that unless you're doing it on purpose. Okay, have to have a reason for your actions. If you're making weird things, make sure you explain to me why you have that. Otherwise, I'm going to, well, actually, I kind of like this shape. Yeah, I like this heart shape. Now it looks like a heart. So whatever shape you have, fix it. Make sure it's nice and clean before our class. You are going to make an excellent bathtub like this. Well, I shouldn't show you right now, but yeah. Okay, so this is what I have. And make sure you have something before our class. This is gonna take a while to make, and I believe you can do it. You have to believe yourself too. Now, if you fail, start over and do it again. Or ask your parents for help. Have to watch the video and see if you can figure out. It's very fun making these. You can have a different style of bathtub than mine, but just make sure you have a bathtub that is not about the same size or not bigger than your palm. Okay, so see, this is like around my palm, because if you have a bigger bigger bathtub, you're going to need a lot of clay to cover all these areas, and we don't want to waste a lot of clay. Okay, great. I'll see you then. Bye. Bye.